quietly in San Francisco this morning, but for days now, anti-China crowds have been protesting loudly against its visit. The torch relay runs through the city's streets tomorrow, 2 days after the chaotic Paris leg. And CNN's Dan Simon is live in San Francisco with the very latest. What are you hearing there, Dan?
Well, hi, Brianna. You can see some of the protesters here right now. We are in the United Nations Plaza here in San Francisco. These are pro-Tibet supporters. You can see many of them have flags. Actor Richard Gere and Archbishop Desmond Tutu actually expected to join these folks a bit later today for a candlelight vigil. These people right now are hearing from speakers, and in a short while they're going to be marching to the Chinese consulate. As you mentioned, the Olympic flame arrived here into San Francisco very early this morning. It came under the cover of darkness. Right now, it's being held at an undisclosed location until the torch relay begins tomorrow at 1 p.m. local time. Of course, the big concern is security. A very daunting task for San Francisco police, how to prevent that kind of massive chaos that we saw in London and in Paris. We know that the mayor here, Mayor Gavin Newsom, met with the ambassador to China to discuss security. One thing that they're talking about is actually having police officers run alongside the torchbearers tomorrow to protect them and to protect the flame. And before we go, we can't go without showing you what happened yesterday. Very dramatic at the Golden Gate Bridge, where you had 3 people scale the south side, scaling up the cables and unleash those pro-Tibet banners. We now know that the planning stages for that event, they were planning it for at least 1 year in advance. So no doubt they've had a lot of time to prepare for this torch relay. There are a lot of demonstrations here in San Francisco, probably more demonstrations here than anywhere else in America. So police are prepared for these kinds of things, but of course, they're not taking anything for granted. Brianna?
Dan Simon for us in San Francisco, thank you. And San Francisco's mayor says the torch route could change between now and tomorrow and even after the relay's already started. But as of now, the torch's 6-mile route takes it along the central waterfront and past famed Fisherman's Wharf. It then loops back around for a closing ceremony at Justin Herman Plaza. And you can stay with CNN. We're going to have live reports all day tomorrow on the San Francisco Torch Relay. And of course, we'll be covering protests and any other developments this afternoon and tonight.
It's called